JYP Entertainment has been having an amazing year, music-wise. I agree. I know this is all subjective, yada yada yada. Anyways, Kickflip, in my opinion, the best new group of the year so far. They have already released 3 EPs, each one better than the last. The B-sides in particular follow such interesting and unique song structures and are instant mood boosters. Yes, Kickflip, although I would say they debuted a new boy group a bit too quickly after Extraordinary Heroes, they really created an image of their own, and they have a great individual identity compared to other, like, with a lot of JYP groups. You can't say one is like the other. They're all completely different, and the fact that Kickflip was able to do that in this very manufactured and high saturation of K-pop right now, it's honestly, they're doing really well, and they have a very bright future. Dominate, even Stray Kids haters are loving this mixtape. I am not a big fan of the group, but this mixtape is quite different than most of the work you know them for. 4 songs and no skips. Some of their best work in a while. Yeah, I would say Stray Kids, they've really pulled themselves like back this year and a bit late last year. I'd say 2023 to 2024. I wouldn't say I would have enjoyed Stray Kids the most. I did like La La La, but then everything else I wasn't too into. But this year they've been really killing it. They've been doing absolutely amazing, and I will always love Stray Kids. Niziu, I hope you're never forgotten. Love Line and What If are the Korean releases of the year, and they are both really, really good. Niziu just have that joyful charm to them, and it looks like they're genuinely happy to be a part of what they're doing. And I'm just very happy for them. Maybe Tomorrow, wow, Day 6. This song is amazing. One of my personal favorites of the year. I have not heard the whole album yet, but it is also getting a ton of praise. Day 6 is my favorite concert that I've ever been to. I've been to GOT7, Day 6, SICK, and a K-R&B festival that had dynamic duo sing AIO live, yet Day 6 are still my favorite concert of all time. I high-five Sungjin when he ran through the crowd, even though he wasn't allowed to because I saw security on the side look very mad at them at Day 6 because they were just running through the crowd, besides Zolan, who was dancing on the stage. If you know, you know. So yeah, that Day 6 concert was amazing. Love Day 6. Honestly, I'd say they're one of those lifer groups, ageless groups. Like, they're one of the groups that will, like, no matter how long they are together, they'll always be successful. That's the case with rock bands. They're either amazing forever, or they barely have a few years together. Winter Heptagon, you're gonna hate me, but I think this GOT7 comeback is a tad overrated, but it's still quite a strong album, provided that GOT7 still got it. GOT7 was my first ever concert that I went to, and I believe Jackson was mad about a chicken wing, because apparently it was in Australia that Jackson and stuff had a fight, and then he was pretty mad at the start of the concert, but then he started, his energy came back up, and that was really cool. And Gangjae wasn't there because he had an injury, but you know, he looks like he's doing better. Very happy for him. Yeah, GOT7 is one of my favorites. They're amazing. I love them. Like, they're a big part of my childhood. They're as much of a part of my childhood as BTS and EXO. GOT7, they were just amazing. Gimme. I am not a fan of noise music, but this is just straight up banger. Also recommend the B-side, Kings and Queens, if you want something a lot more tamer but still good. All Hours are quite talented. They make club tunes. They make songs that you can play at the club. More clubs should play some noise K-pop. That would honestly be a hit. That would be amazing. Clubs should do that more. Beautiful Life. This is, in my opinion, the best boy group song of the year so far. Please listen to it and watch the MV if you have not already. I truly believe this is one of those special songs. Also, the whole album is really good. Extraordinary Heroes were done right with this EP and song. Yeah, I don't know what it is, but JYP, they really nailed it when it comes to like bands, instrumental bands, and they really know how to manage them, make their music. I think that they obviously do their own music, but still, like, they really nailed it with their rock band, so really good on them. It's, you know, I don't really want to talk about the song Girls Will Be Girls, as I feel it is a song that is tough to have a productive dialogue on. I personally love it, and I think it is great, but can entirely understand someone who finds it repetitive and bland. However, what is more clear-cut is that the B-sides are damn good. Anyone tired of the standard ITZY B-side formula, this album is for you. Some genuine creative risk and incredible commitment to the sound, and pays off. ITZY, in my opinion, has been and is the most consistent 4th gen girl group when it comes to quality of songs, music, dance, performance, everything. They're just so consistent. They are proof that consistency is key. They are one of the best girl groups of 4th gen, and they'll forever be one of my favorites. Twice, oh Twice, what can't you do? This might actually be in contention for their best year ever. They released 2 albums in 2 months, and I consider both of them to be masterpieces. If this is for the song is not your taste, don't let that fool you from the treasure trove that is the This Is For album. A top 3 album of the year in my opinion. Then we have Enemy. This album is simply just wow. If you don't like Twice's normal music, please listen to this Japanese album. It is nothing like any work they have ever done. I believe it is a timeless album with some real great artistry. Twice are goated. One of the best girl groups of all time. They are goated. They are amazing. Once again, Twice, big part of my childhood. Like 2015 was probably like the year for JYP as well. And this year, 10 years later, they've had a really great time, even though they've had so many groups. So good on them. Let's not talk about Vicha. NMIX, of course. How could I forget NMIX? It's not like they did anything good this year, except for release the second best album of the entire year, and arguably the song of the year, High Horse. I feel there are better people to talk about FE304 Forward and its brilliance than me, so I will leave it at that. But it really does not require much explaining, and they just had a comeback. I wouldn't say I was too into the title track. The title track, it had a bit of waves in it, but I still somewhat enjoyed it. But like the whole album bangs and mix, like I feel they're part of the future. They're part of the future of K-pop. They have a big future ahead of them. Every single member has their own uniqueness and talents, and yeah, and mix. They're just gonna really make. Conclusion: yes, JYP has had some fumbles this year, like Next and Features releases. Just some okay stuff like Ceremony, although I will give credit, the album is actually quite coherent and there are some really strong B-sides, but overall they have been having an incredible year music wise, and JYP Entertainment and them groups deserve more credit. JYP, they've been doing really great this year, and say what you will about JYP Entertainment, say what you will about JYP himself. They know how to make idols. They know how to make talented idols. They know how to make good songs, catchy songs that will chart, good performances, great dances, all of that. They know how K-pop works. They know how the music industry works. They know how to create success. That's how they are. And honestly, I am happy to be a fan of them. Am I the a-hole for buying only 1 ticket for a concert instead of 2 as my BF suggested? Okay. Alright, so for context, Stray Kids will be coming to my country next year, which I am really excited for since they're my favorite group. And as may have guessed, the Ticketmaster war was horrible. Like, you couldn't even get 2 tickets without them being bought by someone else in less than 2 seconds. The thing is that I was planning on getting 2 tickets, however, they were selling out fast, and because of the panic of getting nothing, I purchased only 1. I told that to my BF and he thinks it was an a-hole move to not purchase 1 for him at least. He is not into Stray Kids, so of course I didn't think it would be a big deal for him. But apparently you always have to purchase 2 in case someone wants to go with you, which is strange, but I don't know. That is strange. Like, listen, if it should be normalized nowadays that buying a ticket for any concert whatsoever is quite a stressful and difficult task to do, regardless of the idols or artist status. Like, even a small artist will probably hold a small venue, so it'll be hard to get tickets. Whereas the bigger the artist, the bigger the venue, but then the more publicized it will be, so then it will be harder to get tickets because then people will be buying it. It's difficult to get tickets, right? And like, here's the thing: if you have to, like, with Ticketmaster, you have like what, 10 minutes or less than that? I can't remember the last time I bought a ticket, but like basically you have 10 minutes to do so. You pick the seat you want, or pick the seat you can get, and then you just go like, okay, I just gotta pay for this, here's my PayPal, blah 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 blah. Boom. You just gotta be quick about it. And then sometimes you forget, like, getting 2. And the thing is, like, she's never mentioned that she's going with anybody. She just said she was excited about the concert, and like, the boyfriend, he doesn't really listen to Stray Kids, so he shouldn't be bothered by it. Like, yeah, it'd be nice to go to your partner's concert that they're interested in, even though you're not interested in it. But like, if they only bought 1, they only bought 1. Like, it's perfectly fine. She can go to a concert by herself. She's her own person. So it's okay. Like, for example, if my partner bought 1 ticket to, like, I don't know, to the F1, I'd be like, okay, that's sweet, because like I know about the F1. I wouldn't say I'm an avid fan to the point where I would actively try to get a concert. So like, if my partner went to F1 by herself, then yeah, I'm okay with that. But like, and even if it was a K-pop concert and they're like, oh no, I only bought one ticket for the Seraphim song, I'm like, oh yeah, that's fine. You do you can go to the concert. I didn't get the ticket. It's okay. It's your money. You do you. I'm okay with that. Like, I will be honest, I'm not too big on concerts. Like, I would love to go, but if I never go to another concert for the rest of my life, I'd still be okay. But it shouldn't be up to your partner whether or not it should be okay that you should get a ticket or not. It's just a ticket. You're not the a-hole for this. And yeah, it's just a ticket to a concert, and it's a hard ticket to get. So yeah, just have fun.